Here we go. It's feel like ages since I've had any bikes to sell and do little video walkarounds. And I know that some of you have been missing my cheery little bike videos. So anyway, new container of bikes has arrived, and what I'm doing is I'm getting bikes ready for people who've pre-ordered. So what does that mean? So on my website I put the bikes up, and there's a price on there. People can pre-order them with a deposit. Deposit's fully refundable. If you change your mind for any reason, at any stage, you know, when you come to pick the bike up, if it's not what you're expecting, I give you your deposit back, or you can roll it over onto another bike. Either way, it's fine. So this bike has been pre-ordered by a guy who's bought a few bikes off me before, and he's bought a couple off this container. This is a 1988 Yamaha yz490, and for the keen-eyed of you, you'll notice it's been lowered. So it's been lowered at the back end, and it's also been resprayed. So you can see they've done a particularly good job here and here of the white spray. There's a bit of overspray there on the seat and on the shorter shock that they've got on there, but the bike's generally all there. It's a late model yz490, so it comes with a disc at the front, still got the drum at the back. It's a good year. They've got what I would consider to be a better tank, better shaped tank, a little bit more modern styling, which, you know, it's each to their own, isn't it? But yeah, I quite like these later 490s. I think they're quite good. So if you remember, we do a does the engine turn over? Yes, it does. I've got the plug out because I was testing for a spark, which is always difficult, but you'll have to believe me there is a spark and the kill switch does work. But you'll see as we walk around, the exhaust has got a few dents and scrapes in it, so probably someone could blow that out, but it's probably just easier and a bit more effective to get a full new pipe, really. The fork tubes are going at the top, so again, you either get them re-chromed, it's about 60 quid, 90 quid for a pair, I think, to get the fork tubes re-chromed. The paintwork's not great, so you'd probably be getting this powder coated anyway. Front wheel looks to be in reasonably good shape. There's a bit of rust on some of the spokes there, so nicest thing would be to re-spoke it. You're probably going to change the disc. Okay, so a couple of things. So before I forget, one of the things that I noticed when I was taking the plug out was it's completely the wrong plug. So whether they've actually had this bike running or not with that plug in, I don't know, but it's totally wrong. And then when I was rolling it out my van, I went to pull the front brake on. I thought, oh, that's odd. There's a disc at the front and it's got a cable. Anyway, I pulled it and it didn't do anything. I thought, oh, that's odd. And I looked across the other side and the front brake's on the other side. So the front brake's on the other side and it does work. And also there is a thumb throttle. So that thumb throttle there, you can see, operates the carb. So whether this person, I mean, the kill switch is also on the other side. So the clutch is on the other side, the kill switch is on the other side, front brake's on the left side, and the throttle's operated by a thumb switch. Whether this person's had some kind of disability or I don't know. But anyway, it's a little bit unconventional. So next thing that we check, let's just try and get my camera lined up, is does it go through the gears? So back wheel's spinning freely because it's in neutral. First gear, you can hear that turning the engine over, there's no plug in it. It would be almost impossible to do. Back into neutral. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and fifth gear. That's the top of the gearbox, back down to fourth, third, second, first, back up into neutral. There you go. So that's the key bits that we've sussed out really. So then you'll notice there's no airbox in here, but the airbox does come with the bike. Presumably they've taken the airbox out to put the different shock in it. The guy did tell us that he put the different shock in it because it was going to be for his son. So that's why he wanted it lowering. Luckily, it does come with the original shock. So presumably that's going to need rebuilding, but I mean, that's what you'd expect with most of these things anyway. So there we go. There she is, 1988 Yamaha yz490. That's the U model. Turns over, has compression, sparks, goes through the gears, has the original shock, has the original airbox, but in need of restoration.